Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. Students, we are continuing with 7th chapter of business studies. The name of chapter is Sources of Business Finance. We have discussed owner fund and we are on borrowed fund, and today's topic for discussion is public deposits and debenture along with their features. So starting with public deposits. Public deposit refers to unsecured deposits invited from the general public. A company wishing to invite public deposit place an advertisement in newspaper. Any member of the public can fill up the prescribed form and deposit money with the company. Now, what are the features which are associated with public deposits? They are unsecured. It is finance for working capital. Generally, they are for 6 months to 3 years duration. It is a very simple procedure to raise fund through public deposit. Repayment. A company which has public deposit is required to set aside 10% of the deposit during maturing by the end of the every year. It is very economical source. And last is limited amount. Limited amount in the sense the amount of funds that can be raised by the way of public deposit is limited because legal restriction. Public deposit cannot exceed 25% of the share capital and reserve. So it should be less than the 25% of share capital and free reserves. Now, what are debentures? Debenture includes stock, bonds or any other instrument of a company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge on the asset of the company or not. There are some features which are associated with debentures. The first is borrowed fund. Debentures are part of borrowed fund capital as debenture. Holders are considered as the creditors of the company. Second is fixed rate of interest. The interest on debenture is paid at a fixed rate. The rate of interest is decided in annual general meeting of the company by the board of directors. Third is compulsory payment of interest. Payment of regular and fixed rate of interest is a legal obligation of the company. Company has to pay interest to its debenture holder irrespective of its profit earning capacity. Security. Most of the time, debentures are issued against the charge of some asset which are fixed asset of the company. A debenture can be defined as a document or a certificate issued by a company under its seal as an acknowledgement of its debt. Holder of debenture holder is called as debenture holder. They are the creditors of the company. Redeemable. Debentures are always redeemed or paid back on expiry of a fixed period of time. There is 100% surety of the repayment of debenture. No voting rights. Debenture holders have no say in management as they are never guaranteed voting rights in the company. Equity shareholders have full voting rights, but debenture holders are not having any voting rights. Appointment of trustee. When a large number of debentures are sold to the general public, they usually appointed a trustee or a caretaker. Trustee can be a bank or a financial institution. The trustee is appointed to ensure that borrowing firm fulfills its contractual obligations or not, that they are performing in the right way and they are moving in the right direction or not, whether their funds is safe or not. Debentures are common securities issued under borrowed fund capital. Debentures are instrument for raising long-term debt capital. They are not meant for short or medium term. Basically, they are meant for raising long-term debt capital. Debentures are called creditorship securities because debenture holders are called creditors of a company. And once again, I want to recall the definition of debenture. It includes debenture stock, bonds, or any other instrument of a company evidencing a debt, whether constituting a charge on the assets, that is fixed assets of the company or not. So students, that's all for public deposits and debenture. Thank you and have a nice day.